Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel Physiology Guide. I'm your Physiology Guide. I'm Dr. Neelkan Kote. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Physiology in a medical college in Bangalore. Today, we will quickly revise on one of the basic chapters in human physiology, that cell and cell organelles. Human cell is basically an eukaryotic cell. It's discovered by Robert Hooke. The size and the shape of the human cell is highly variable. For example, if you take adipose tissue or adipocytes, the size is very small and it's round to spherical in nature. But on the other hand, if you take muscle cell or a neuron, it's long, slender, and the size is highly variable. In general, the cells of similar structure, similar function, and mode of origin altogether form a separate entity called tissues. And tissues like epithelial tissues, connective tissues, muscular tissue, they blend in different fashion to form a particular organ. Organs of similar structure, function, together forms an organ system which is meant for doing a special work like a circulatory system, digestive system, nervous system, and all the organ systems together forms the human body. This is how the whole human body is organized, starting from a basic human cell. So if you look into the structure of human cell is basically having three different components as the main component: the cell membrane, the outermost protective layer; the cytoplasm, the fluid part of the cell; and the cell organelles, which are floating within the cytoplasm. Cell membrane, like I said, it's the outermost protective layer, which is made up of 5% of carbohydrates, about 50% of proteins, and about 45% of lipid molecules. Cell membrane in human beings is said to be a bilipid layer membrane. The cytoplasm is indistinctly divided into two parts: the endoplasm, the part of cytoplasm close to the nucleus, and the exoplasm, the part of the cytoplasm which is close to the cell membrane. Cell organelles, you have a lot of cell organelles which are floating within the endoplasm, and a lot of other cell organelles like cytoskeletons, they are floating in the exoplasm. There are a lot of cell organelles that you're quite already aware of, like nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, centrioles, ribosomes, and so on. And cytoskeletons are of three types: microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments. When it comes to the functions of human cell, the cell membrane, which is the outermost protective layer, it acts like a barrier. It is supportive and protective in nature. It is selectively permeable to certain ions and molecules. And it is also the important site of multiple receptors and antigens on its cell membrane. The cytoplasm, which is semi-solid or semi-liquid in nature, it forms the storehouse of water. It provides a medium to the transport of various ions and molecules across the cell membrane. And to a great extent, it also helps in giving a proper shape and size to the cell. Cell organelles, there are so many cell organelles within the cell. Each and every cell organelle has a different size and shape and very unique functions. Like nucleus, which is present at the center of the cell, and it controls the whole cell activity. It is like the CEO of the cell. It's the boss of the cell, which controls the whole cell activity. Nucleolus, it regulates the cell activity along with the nucleus. To some extent, it also has a role in protein synthesis. Ribosomes are the major site of protein synthesis, whereas Golgi complex are responsible for the processing and packing of the synthesized protein molecules. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum are associated with the synthesis of cholesterol and steroid hormones, whereas rough endoplasmic reticulum are associated with protein synthesis like enzymes and granules. Mitochondria, it's a very well-known fact that it's a powerhouse of the cell and it is responsible for a lot of oxidative biochemical reactions, and a lot of ATPs are generated in mitochondria. There is a pair of centriole in every cell, and it plays a very important role in cell division. Lysosomes are a bag of lysozymes. These are proteolytic enzymes, and they are phagocytic in nature. Whereas peroxisomes are rich in oxidase enzymes, and they promote the oxidation of lipid molecules. Vacuoles, generally not much of vacuoles are seen in human cells, but some cells contain vacuoles which contain some stored form of source of energies like glycogen storage. Cytoskeletons, like discussed before, these are the cell organelles which are present in the exoplasm, and they're responsible for the cell shape and cell movement during phagocytosis. That's all about the cell and cell structures, including the cell organelles. In the next video, we will quickly revise about on the intercellular junctions. Until then, keep calm and study hard. Thank you.